It's International Men's Day today, the 19th of November, but it's far from being a men's world. Men make up the majority of suicides and are more likely to be the victims of violent crime as well. Let's unpack this now with Dr. Charley Pietersen, who's a humanitarian and CEO and founder of the Growing Up Without a Father Foundation. Dr. Pietersen, good afternoon. Thank you very much for coming in, for joining us. You're talking to us just on the back of the latest batch of crime stats.
Good afternoon, Bradenia.
And on this International Men's Day,
yes,
while the focus is also, of course, on how men are also victims of violence, we see that they continue in our country to be perpetrators of violence. I mean, the numbers are horrendous. Just under 10,000 rape cases in 2 months. Nearly 12,000 assault cases against women in the 3 months, July to September. And 3 children killed every day. It's shocking.
It is, Braden. Thanks for the opportunity. And I was just saying to Brenda that every time on International Men's Day, when we want to celebrate men, you know, when we want to really give honor to the men, because there are good men out there, there are great men out there, then stats like this come out and it set us back as men, you know. We're going back and said, you know, will this end and how will we solve this problem? Because if you look at it's International Men's Day, Braden, let me just take this opportunity to say to all men today, we salute you, we honor you, but also to the men that are doing this, we have to stop this. It needs to stop, because if you look at the stats crimes and everything, and I also told you that 76 of suicides are men.
76% of suicides.
Yes, are men. 85 of homelessness all over the world are men. 70% of homicide victims are men. 40% of domestic abuse victims are men.
So could it be that because men are also victims, as you are pointing out the figure, plus the socio-economic conditions which have been worsened by the COVID-19 pandemic in our country, contributes to the cycle of violence?
It is, because, but we need to stop there, because we can't every time bring an excuse, you know, when men are doing things that they are not supposed to do. We have to stop it. We need to draw the line somewhere and say, you know, how do we stop this and where do we go with this?
Yeah, maybe it's actually appropriate that you and I are talking today on International Men's Day, because, as you said, it's supposed to be a day where we recognize and appreciate the role of men as fathers, brothers, husbands and colleagues. Surely if we do that, we need to be reminding men to promote the positive role of men. We need to be reminding them that a father, a brother, a husband and a colleague does not kill, does not assault, does not rape.
100%. And I don't know, you know, the Ubuntu thing has suddenly just disappeared. And in the past, we never saw things like this, brother. And we need to find out and really dig deep into this. And I think even with government and the programs, we need to dig deep and look what is happening in the mind of men. We know that unemployment is, you know, it's high under men. Mental health is high under men, but we have to stop it. We have to really, you know, I was looking at, you know, we've got 67 days for Mandela. We also need to have 68 minutes for men, where we really zoom in and men go out in the streets, you know, talking to men, you know, educating men. You know,
and very soon we're going to be marking the global 16 days of activism against violence against women and children. It's an annual kind of thing that happens. You've got International Men's Day. If there's a key message that you would want to do, I mean, you've set up this foundation of Growing Up Without a Father Foundation because you understand the role of fathers. Okay? And the men continue, and some fathers, because most of the assaults and rapes are happening in homes. They're perpetrated by people that the women and the children know, who supposedly love them. But the stats are telling us that it's shocking. What would be the key message on this International Men's Day, on the day in South Africa where we are looking at these horrendous crime stats again? What would be your message?
I think, Braden, is that if Charlie knows that Charlie's friend is the one that are doing this, I need to come out and tell my friend that you have to stop, or I'm going to report you. It's about time, and let's look at our WhatsApp groups. Who is on the WhatsApp group that is, you know, doing this horrible things to children and to women? We need to get them off.
We need to speak up.
We need to speak up. We need to come out and speak up.
But let us not forget that men are also victims of violence. And that's what you wanted to highlight as well. While we've got good role models and we've got these many bad apples, so to speak, we must not forget that men as well you said they also spend 64% time longer in prison.
Yes.
So jail as well has a psychological impact on society in terms of the role of men.
Yeah. So my message, 100%, Brother, is that we need the few men that can do good needs to come out and help a brother, you know, like adopt a brother, talk to a brother. You know, we need to have that 68 minutes day where we really go out into the townships, into the business and everything, and dedicate a man-to-man talk to men and find out what's happening in your life, what's going wrong and everything, so that they can start talking and opening up, Brother.
Yeah, and not use excuses of all sorts as currently are. Charley Pietersen, thank you very much on this International Men's Day. I wish I could say a happy International Men's Day, but the numbers are not looking that good, and we do understand and respect the fact that men are also victims of violence. But according to the stats today, our picture here in South Africa is not looking good.
But I'm honoring you as a man today and said, keep it up, Brother.
Thank you very much. That's Dr. Charley Pietersen. He's a founder, he's a humanitarian, a CEO and a founder of Growing Up Without a Father Foundation.